Hello riders and not. I'm in the van, it's over 20 degrees outside. It's summer outside already. It's a riding weather and I hope that all of you are on the road and riding your motorcycles. But I am taking Jonesy to Deech and we will attempt to finally make it run. It's about time, isn't it?
There's a woman I know. Sometimes I go there and I knock on her door. I said, baby, 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 let's waste some time. If you ain't got nothing better to do, let's waste some time.
Hello Jonesy, you look nice in the sunlight. Lots of fingerprints everywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to clean it. Going to make you run today.
Will we?
Yes, we will.
It says no on your t-shirt.
No mistakes. No, he will run.
Oh look,
No,
it's a
I'm
cat!
not going to stop. That's my cat. Hey, stop it. Oh, he doesn't know where to go.
You fit.
You're taller, remember?
Yeah, but you wider.
Oh, yeah. Mean. True.
You compensate.
I'm compensating hard. I'm a tall man secretly. I'm just compressed.
So we're attempting to start, Jonesy.
We're going to try and start.
Once again.
We're not going to try and start Jonesy. We're going to try and make him run today.
So properly.
Properly.
This time properly, not just...
Yeah, we're going to try and make him run properly. You've got...
So what's the plan? What's the plan? Like
Throw petrol on him and a match. What we're going to do today is we're going to pull the carbs off, blow some air through the jets because they were been sat for a while anyway with probably a little bit of fuel in the bottom, so we'll do that today. Charge the battery, hook up the vacuum lines to the carbs, petrol, and push the start button and see what happens.
So the vacuum lines are these fancy things that looks like at the...
Squiddly diddlies.
Okay, let's show everyone what are they, and can you quickly explain what they do?
So what they do is they, when you run the engine on the bike, because it's basically an air pump, it's pulling air through, which then pulls petrol through, and it bang and suck, squeeze, bang, blow, and all of that, is it causes a vacuum on the carbs. And you have to balance the carbs so they're pulling the same amount of air through on each one, so you get a nice smooth running engine. So you on these carbs, you screw these brass fittings on to the carbs and you attach your vacuum lines to it. And then what ends up happening is basically it sucks and the needles move.
That's so cool. So
Yeah.
you can see if they are simultaneously doing that. And
So-
then if they don't,
Then we will adjust the fueling rate on it to make it work better. We'll adjust the air fuel ratio. So we need to find out which one is the carb that is set at the base level, and then we go off of that. We will make him run. There may be many words spoken like, come on you fucking fuck. Come on you C-bomb. Start you bastard. Lots of things like that. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll try and get him running today. And the other things on these carbs as well is that we need to try and make him run with the air filters on, because they do impact the airflow going into the carb, and we'll make it run better. That's a lesson that I learnt a while ago don't balance your carbs without air filters on. It throws everything out. So
That's cool.
let's get everything off.
I want to add something. After the bike shed show, where I met with Mile a Mile, they invited to bring Jonesy to this year's Mile a Mile. But if I'm bringing it to the show, I have to race it. So for that, it has to be ridden. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that's gonna happen. Also, Jonesy goes to Boys of Bedford and Mint Customs show on 1st of July at Bedford, Boys of Bedford. I'll drop the details on all the socials, so watch the space. You will meet me, Jonesy, Apex, Simon, loads of Simon, Mint Custom builds. Come over, see us. It will be on 1st of July, so we will be riding with her as well. I'll come in the van with 2 bikes. So if you have a bike that I can ride around, just bring it over.
A bike that you can ride around.
Yeah, because I'll be jealous. I was jealous today. Like, do you know how many bikes was on
It's
there
Sunday
today?
and it's beautiful. Hold on.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
And it's fucking sunny. It's a Sunday.
And we're stuck in here.
And it's summer. It's summer. Everyone was on the bikes. I saw like hundreds of bikes on the way here, and I was in the van with a bike at the back. So hopefully next time I'll ride to you, on this bike.
You can ride to Jonesy 2 here and we'll go out for a ride.
Exactly.
And then one day you'll be able to ride Jonesy 2 here and I'll be able to get on my GS and ride with you.
Yeah, GS. Let me show you GS.
Well, some of the parts anyway.
So, yeah, one day he will be riding that, and I'll be riding
One
that.
day. Right. What am I doing? I'm going through what we're going to do, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, bike stripped off, battery's on charge, been on charge for a while now. It's getting a bit of oomph in it now. What are we up to? 60% charge, so we're getting there on it. Hopefully it's okay and we'll hold the charge as well. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take the carbs off the bike, air compressors full of air, and we're going to squirt some air up through the bottom of the carbs. We're going to take the float bowls off into the jets and clear out any crap that happens to be sitting in there. I've got some carb cleaner still up here. That's better. Yeah, we'll squirt some carb cleaner air through. What we'll also do is we'll turn up the fuel screws as well, because I think they might be set a bit low for having your pod filters on there, your K&Ns. More airflow, you need more fuel, so we'll throw a bit more fuel in for good measure. We're going to replace some of the screws on the clamps that hold the carbs on, because they're soft Honda ones that just cave in after a little bit of, they just chew up. So that's the old one. If you come on this side, I've already replaced one just to see if it would fit, and it's perfect. Did that on my Honda as well. Are you filming now?
Yeah, I am filming now.
Yeah, we need to lose that, so I mean, we can just get the grinder. I've got the Dremel up there.
You have the non-safe grinder, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. I have a couple of unsafe grinders without guards on.
Yeah.
So, but we can just use the Dremel just to cut through there.
Yeah.
And just be done with it.
Let's do it.
Get lose it, and then
Lose it.
you know.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I've been waiting for 2 years for today, for the day that I can ride Jonesy.
I'm too sure.
2 years.
2 years.
Oh, that's a mini thing.
Don't go too crazy, because they have a habit of exploding.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
So you got to set.
So what you gonna do?
So turn up to about there, and go for it. Yeah, if I had the proper angle grinder out, they would have gone through that by now. You're going to be there all day, aren't you?
For fuck's sake.
Turn the speed right up.
Wait. I found the way. I'm gonna do it that way.
Right up into your face.
It's a bottle of fuel under.
Oh shit.
Health and safety. So what I found out when I spoke with one of the welders at the show who's doing titanium welds, and he said that girls are good welders because...
Patient.
No,
Oh.
because they found out that in some factory where they're making the exhausts, I forgot which brand, but I don't want to advertise any brands anyway. So they're using women who used to work as a seamstresses, and me having my fashion degree makes a complete sense.
It might feel like it gets stuck in a little bit, so just go back down and just go back in. Put it again with a bit more momentum.
Okay.
There we go, nice and easy.
Home to the mountain.
Okay, so now we've got the tops off, and actually you can see here that it's number 2 that's set on this carb set. So you do the adjustments on these screws here. So what you do is you undo the lock nut, and then you can turn the screw to set the height of the slider on each of these 3 carbs. So number 2 is set. So we go, when we put this in onto the carb thing, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, match up with what's on there, and happy days, we should be able to balance these up. So once you get Apex done, I expect to see you riding around the Isle of Man showing them boys how it's really done.
Yeah.
As you cartwheel into somebody's front garden.
That would be me. Hi.
Yeah, hi! I'll have a cup of tea, please.
Is the kettle on?
I think
We on?
we're on. I think like that. Right, let me tighten.
Can't see.
Tighten the outside ones up first.
How tight the filters needs to be?
No, just so they don't fall off
While riding.
while riding. Yeah.
I'll be riding it home. I can write number plate on my backpack.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah. But I don't have it. I can get insurance
Yeah.
and ride it home. Next time if I'm building old school, I'm building it 1 carb penhead.
Build a BMW. You've got only 2 then.
I don't have workshop for that unless I'll come to yours. I'll build BMW at Simon's workshop.
Yeah. Right then, Jonesy. You're going to work. I think that's stopped now.
It's dribbling.
Where from? Number
Here.
4?
No. Here. Here.
I see it.
From here. Not from the carb. From the connection. It's not properly on. This one.
From where?
Number 3. Remember I said I couldn't put it on properly?
Yeah.
Number 3. And that is where it's dribbling.
I might also be dribbling from the tube going in because it's not quite tight enough. That's probably not helping.
It's dribbling here. It's not the carb. Or maybe it's a carb. Now it's number 2 leaking as well. The carb is leaking.
It's leaking from where the hose line went in.
No, okay.
Because it will stop now.
Okay. So it's
Now I've taken the hose off, it's still leaking out. This is when you use the wrong paint near petrol, by the way.
Wasn't it that
now
you
I'm
who
stained.
painted? Wasn't that you who painted
No,
that?
I didn't paint this one.
We have all sorts of issues before we even attempted to start.
I'll just turn the fuel
Pissing
off
all
again.
over the place. It's now number 3 and number 2.
Number 2 is leaking still again.
Number
isn't
2
it?
is leaking, but number 4 is not.
Well, I'm glad I fixed one.
And number 3 is leaking.
Is it
at
from the?
It seems like the back, and maybe number 2 as well.
I think number 2's got a little dribble on it.
I think number 2 is dribbling all over the place.
Jump back. He wants to run. He desperately wants to run. Don't you, Jonesy? Don't you?
It doesn't look like they're dribbling from the drain tubes. It looks like they're dribbling from the back screws.
Yeah, I wonder if it's when we're having issues with the gaskets.
Yeah, it might be that we like. That's nice. That's nice and smooth.
Got an oil leak
Okay,
at your extinguisher.
we have a leak of everything.
Yep.
But it's the first time he was he was working without the coughing. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the first time he was like properly sounding. It's just loads of leaks.
Just tube here. Your fire extinguisher's leaking.
Okay, so my carbs are leaking and my oil tank is leaking.
But he runs.
But
and he
he
runs
runs.
well.
So for everyone who's blaming me for not attempting, this is a pain in the ass. Now it will be another 50 hours work to do the carbs.
What we'll do is let's see if we can get him running, ticking over again.
Okay.
I need
Should we solve the
I need something
leakage?
to bung that with.
Bung means the oil. Oil
Yeah.
never leaked before.
I don't know why it's leaking now. But it is.
Maybe it's just in the transaction got like undone.
Right, maybe.
Yeah, it can be. Because it never leaked before. The attempts we had to start it, it never leaked.
Make sure that's out. You might need to find a way to, with this safety pin that is in here, find a way of keeping it in permanently.
Weld.
Yeah. Put a little pin in,
Yeah.
and then put a little washer in there. Spread my armpit. Right. Let's try again. Push the button.
This one?
Yep. And again. Bit more. Again. There we go.
What's the sound?
It's just oil rushing around and things. Right, try again. He's leaking oil again. It's a good time to stop.
But it's working.
Yes, it is.
He's working. First time Jonesy is working.
Properly.
Properly, yeah. No riding.
No. No riding today.
Wheels not spinning, but we got
Wheels
somewhere.
will spin.
Yeah. So, okay, what's the plan now? I can take the oil thing. We can
Yeah.
block this. I can take it next time I'm going to Simon and weld it up.
Yep.
So that is solved.
That needs to be sorted because that you can't
Yeah.
ride that like that.
How about the carbs now?
Okay, so
What did you see on that?
They were right actually. 3 and 4 were running really well together. 2 was well, yeah.
But
2
two
was
is
okay.
badly leaking.
Yeah, actually we need to turn the fuel off. One was dancing about all over the place, so 1 needs a bit of tuning. 3 and 4 were nearly along the lines of 2.
3 and 4 I could see, you didn't block it, and I
Yeah.
could see that they are kind of like in the same
but they're really
direction.
smooth.
But this is the first time he actually, even though leaked, ran
Properly.
yeah, without coughing and everything. So Jonesy is alive. Jonesy is alive.
He's on life support.
This will be like a third video. He's alive.
He's alive again. Yeah.